Alright, so figured out a shortcut here. If you having oil leaks and it kind of looks like your motor's blowing up, you got this automatic anti-rust application device built by Ford, hand tightened by the laziest man on the line. These would be coming from the pretty well known loose vacuum bolts, vacuum pump bolts. You can see here, it's real drippy, but don't be too alarmed. This thing goes here, and everything just looked terrible. But let me show you what it did. Got on the used tubes and saw that it's gonna take probably 2 or 3 hours to fix it. But got a quicker way. Maybe that's something to do with this. You know, those factory parts fell off. Mexico trips are great. Here, that's actually your, sorry about the shadows. This is actually your pump here. The culprit sits like that ish in the motor. There you go. It's like that. You probably see it somewhere from that angle. Well, as you can tell, down here seems to be the bolt that caused all the issue. There's quite a bit of leakage on that side. Now, that's just the bottom, so I don't know. Maybe that's a mess, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I think that's where it started. Everybody says you have to remove this tank, this upper half of your radiator shroud, or fan shroud. But I did this pretty easy to do thing. Just pulled the belt off, make the tensioner down there. Where's focus? Make the tensioner loose down there and kind of just shove your belt up to the front. And that gives you access to, let's see if I can see it here. This bracket here that I'm touching. You see it's focus. You can see it wiggling there. Yeah, good enough. Get my hand out of the way so it'll focus better. So there are 5 bolts. And they're pretty easy to see. You can see them all from up here. The one in the very bottom, down somewhere down there, that is the one that was the hard one to get to for me, just because everything's covered in oil, so it's slippery. But that one, then there's this one here, right up on top, one here, and well, there you go. They're all these bolts. So they're pretty good length, and of course they're, you know, like Ford does, threaded in about 2 inches when 1/4 inch is necessary. But anyway, took the fan off, took those 5 bolts off, took the fan, just kind of grabbed it and slid it forward. See if you can. She's just sitting up there. Be careful, don't break your radiator. You know, don't bend any fins or whatever like that. But yeah, if you can see. Let me see if I can bring you upside down for a second. See if I can get you in there. Alright, now you're upside down. Keep that in mind. There it is. Where your vacuum pump sits, and you see all of the oil in places that shouldn't be. Should not have made this big of a mess. It's something that's outside of the engine, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, okay, let's see. There's one bolt. There's one on top. You can actually see that one, and that one, and I have in the past tightened them because I found them finger tight. But those 2 down there, those are the ones you gotta take the whole darn fan bracket off just to get to. But like I said, it's not that bad if you don't have to pull everything else off. Not real sure what time it is now, but I don't think it's taking me but like 20-30 minutes or so. Oh yeah, and this hose is attached. Oh, there's shadows. Alright. Oh, there we go. Lights. So that hose is attached over there. So you can kind of see. Pretty easy. It kind of folded up here and I could get it off. Don't worry about trying to take it off when it's done in there. But yeah, that's pretty simple. I wanted to clean this up real good. Try to get this gasket cleaned up or figure out if there's any tears or anything in it. And then I got the recommended black Permatex or Ultra Black or whatever it is, the oil resistant. That's what I was recommended by, you know, the YouTube certified mechanics and the great guys at not AutoZone, O'Reilly's. So we're gonna see if that works. and I'll let you know how it goes. So decided since I had it out, I should clean it, and then put it overboard, take all the screws out and everything else, and next thing here you are, looks like it's a new part for the cost of $5. Good new parts, probably better installed in the factory. But just in case you're wondering, I thought it's kind of cool. I have no idea really what I'm looking at here. Consider myself relatively mechanically apt, but it's full oil. I assume it's supposed to be. If not, then I've got issues and I don't know about it. But I thought that's kind of cool. I know this is how the pump works. I just thought it was pumping air. This is vacuum, but maybe not. Might use the fluid to pull the vacuum. But it looks cool. Just figured I would show you. Pretty nifty little design here. Yeah, I'm easily amused. It's okay. But yeah, took this out, cleaned it, put it back in the way I believe I found it, and then we'll put it all back together. It's got a nice little O-ring here, so I shouldn't have to worry about messing that up. We'll get back in just a second. Alright, so we got it done now. All put back together. You can see the handy dandy pointer here. That is the there's that little this piece right here is the one that we hit off. That's the vacuum pump. May or may not know. Sorry about the shadows. The sun is in a very bad place right now. Let's see if I can get out there and see anything. Oh, look out there! Now we can see things. All right. Yeah, it's not very easy to see, but you can see those two bolts over there. Let's see here, that one and that one. And then there, that one right there, don't forget when you take it off, there's the bracket that holds this little plug on right here. I put it all together, Loctited everything, got it all done, and then I realized that was still hanging. So I take it all back apart. There's one more. Right, okay, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's right down there. It's just past these two. Pretty easy to get to. It's kind of behind that plug, actually. That's why you can't see it. This side, there's the top one, just under your belt. Pretty easy to get to. It's right there. And the other one actually is right in that little dark shadow next to that glare you can see. That is the bottom bolt. Pretty easy to get to from the bottom, which is kind of a, of course, an oily mess right now, and it makes it hard to get down there and reach around and not get angry. So, as you see, all put it back together, make sure your belts are done right, and everything's back the way it was. Definitely look at that and make sure it's right, because this thing pushing the fan around, I had belt everywhere and nowhere it should have been. But you see it's all back in there now. Yeah, never mind, now you can't. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to get under here and clean up some of this mess. Use some of that foaming spray that I got. See how it works. If it looks decent, I'll show you when I'm done. If not, then just assume it looks terrible, but it's better than it is, so hold on. Give the old truck a bath. Figured I was washing the axles, I might as well wash the whole thing. Show you how the cleaner did. So you couldn't read the oil filter before. It was pretty bad. Let's see, everything's nice and back to, I wouldn't say clean, but it's not oily. The old girl's got some miles on her. She's not the prettiest. She's no show truck for certain. She's more of a work truck, but I'd say that cleaner did pretty good. Everything's back to the factory, unpainted, and very rock chipped up black. Oh, there we go. That looked solid black right there. These and this little bracket was actually holding oil. Let's say something up there. See if he can get you. Oh, there we go. You can see I didn't get all the soap off. Kind of gave it a rinse down under here after I did the foam cleaner. But that was black and oily. Now it looks all good. We'll see if that fixed the leak. Thanks for watching.